So after our last recording, I went to a grocery store, and I picked up a package of uncooked hot dogs.
They're all uncooked when you buy them.
Are they?
That's not true. No, you can buy them off the griddle, the weird ones that are like sitting there all day. Ugh.
And I was thinking about our story last time where I used to eat them raw and cold. I don't think I can do it anymore. They look too disgusting.
So you bought one. You brought it home. You were like looking at. You were like looking at it. I'm like, I'm gonna
do it.
I didn't end up buying them, but I held them in my hands, looking at the juices flowing through it. I thought,
cold dead hands.
I don't know. I think I could get a disease from eating these nowadays.
Wow.
Can't do it. Can't do it anymore. I don't think I could eat a one raw. I'd be too afraid of getting sick.
So you're holding the hot dog in front of you, looking down the barrel of it, like wondering, I can't do it.
Can't do it.
How long did you contemplate it? Were you like 5 minutes in that aisle, just being like,
at least two.
Wow.
thinking, should I buy one so I can eat one on, like live on camera for you guys as content? But no, can't do it.
And what did your boyfriend say? Sorry.
Oh,
you went to strong. You went to strong with this one.
I know.
At least it was raw.
For the rest of the podcast, did I just remain silent? Because everything I say ends up being twisted in some sort of sexual innuendo.
You know this. How long have you known Jay?
I'll be honest though, I didn't know this was gonna happen. Yeah, when we used to just sit and talk about D&D all night, none of this really came up before. This is a new discovery.
I gotta lean into the comedy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Springtime for Hitler and Germany. No, okay. Oh boy. Okay, so I never got to talk to you guys about this, but a few months ago, I played a game with my friend that at first I was very skeptical about. I downloaded it myself first, like a trial, immediately deleted it. A friend of mine said, let's try a game. I went to his house. He had done all the legwork and installed it all. And then we started playing it, and I was hooked. Now I've played the game like 3 times from start to finish to play like most of the characters. And it's a game called Sunderland. Now, I think it's on multiple platforms. It's a local co-op, couch co-op, like RPG game, turn-based, that you play without a controller. You play it on your devices, on your phone. So that's the UI. But then the game is happening on the television, right? So it's like a Jackbox kind of thing in a way. And not a lot of games have been kind of using this sort of device, and that's what turned me off actually. First, I was like, okay, if I'm playing games, I want to have a controller. I want to be with my friends. I don't want to be on my phone. All this kind of stuff, right? So there's like a barrier to entry, but it actually is quite fun. And I was kind of addicted to it. And so you kind of you move your characters by kind of moving your finger around on your screen, and you have all these little cards that like you could choose which card you're going to use, and that gives you effects like, okay, move first and attack, or attack first and move with special powers and debuffs and everything. And you get all your friends, get like 4 people together playing this game. And it's like, you're discussing together, okay, who's going to go first? I was like, okay, let me go and do this, and I'll push him towards you, and then you attack him. And it actually becomes, despite being on your phones, really conversational. And it's got this kind of cute kind of art style. I mean, there's a few things that, a few choices that they didn't make that are, I feel, a little bit suboptimal, but it's a really fun experience. So if you have some friends looking to play, I mean, and it's like a $40 game or something like that, it's really reasonable, and you get a good bit of game in there, and it's super fun.
Right. I'm gonna pause you there because I'm having a hard time like anchoring into what type of game this is. So technologically, I've got it, but I can't place kind of genre general. Like, give me more the log line of what the game's about.
Right. So it's sort of like it's on a grid. It's on a hex grid.
Okay.
Oh.
And you have a little character like a token, then you get like, okay, you can move 3 spaces and then attack with a range of 3 spaces or something like that. And that's it. It's all on a hex grid.
Okay.
And you move your characters around, and then like the enemies get their turn, and then you get their turns, real turn based in that way, very tactical.
It's turn-based. Okay.
It's turn-based, yeah. Although like enemies later on in the game, they kind of do like the legendary actions like D&D, where they get a turn in between every one of the players' turns, and they kick your ass. The learning curve does have a ratchets up real quick towards the end, and it gets quite hard. But you've got like 4 different difficulty settings like that. I've been just playing it on balanced. I'm playing as a bard. It's like a bat that's a bard who does all this like you get to do a lot of combat management and pull characters towards you, and they leave like little buffs and debuffs all around the map and stuff like that. And yeah, it's just fun. And leveling up, you get all these new cards and stuff like that. Yeah, it's and you get to choose like your loadout and all that kind of stuff before you go into a mission. And you got these like ultimate power cards that have like a little animation to come along with them, where like the Raven Wizard character does like calls down this like meteor shower, and we were like, yeah, just like they're amazing. They're amazing. You feel like such a badass, you know. And one of the really interesting things is, though quasi gimmicky, but still kind of a really interesting idea, because one of the worst parts about playing like Baldur's Gate 3, in my opinion, with a friend together is like when you go into a village. Next thing you know, it's like, okay, who wants to like be chatting with people? Like, let's go out and get into some fights or whatever. But here, whenever you go in between villages, when you go in between combat, when you go back to the villages, it's just like you just do it on your phone. Like you just go to the shops and do the thing, and then once everyone's done, they go back to like the main gates of the village, and like you're ready up and go to the next village. So everyone's just doing it at the same time.
Okay,
and it's awesome. Kind of like, okay, that's a clever way to do like all the talky bits. And there's a halfway decent story in there and stuff like that, but it's more about just like the gameplay and this connection between the UI and the game, or like occasionally looking down and like having a chat, like, who wants to go first on this one? Can I attack him? Can you kill him here? And there's always like money's not shared. So there's like always like this like these moments where like you could do an optimal move like killing all these bad guys, but you're like, oh, I want to get that treasure chest, and you run over and get the treasure chest, and all your friends just go, hey, that's mine. But yeah, it's a blast. So maybe I'm shilling for the company right now. No, they're not a sponsor.
Hey,
hey, get in contact.
Yeah, please. And we'll play it. We'll
totally play it.
Yeah, play it on on Twitch.
Yeah, right. Live stream that sucker. That'd be fun. Okay, well that seems like more of like a after the break banter, not an opening to an episode.
Yeah,
but
right.
There it is.
What we got?
So we're talking about holidays.
Okay, what? I thought you were gonna go somewhere with this. But...
No, I couldn't pull something out of my butt for that one. It's lodged way up in there.
Nobody wants it now.
Yeah. So holidays.
Holidays.
That transition.
There's a little bit of a transition there.
Wow.
Is there?
Okay.
I mean, celebrate how you will.
Celebrate how you want.
Sometimes it's for snow, and sometimes it's for snow.
Nice.
The way to sip powders.
Well, okay. Well, this is what I wanted to begin with. It was again like defining your terms. Like we can go like etymologically. Okay, a holy day and all that kind of stuff. Sure. But like I think like I break down holidays into like holidays about a religion, about a person, about a thing, i.e. like a country or a flag, and then like seasonal ones, right?
Yep.
And that sort of pretty much covers them all, doesn't it?
Oh no, I've got others in my list.
Oh, do you?
Oh, I drilled down. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at us.
I mean, for me, I think my favorite ones are the ones like, and I have like a running like couch theory. Is that the word?
Maybe. I've never used it, but maybe.
Wow.
Couch theory?
I like it.
That's not a word. I like it.
I like
yeah.
it.
It's like
I like
armchair
that.
general, right? Yeah.
Well, okay.
Which is that
I like
most holidays, just in general, like the concept of holiday beyond like holy day is just like humans wanted a way to celebrate the changing of the seasons. And I think that's just like fundamental. Everything else is just accoutrement layering on top. But we can get into that. Well, okay, what other genre elements? Help me out here.
I broke it down into religion, tradition, and beliefs, community, environmental factors. So that could be like the harvest or like an annual phenomenon or observance.
Seasons. That's me. My seasons.
Yep. Independence, like victory or politics or a commencement of sorts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. or a celebration of a notable entity or a notable individual or group.
Persons. Yep.
Yeah. So like a monarch or a leader or, like savior, celebrity, right? A memorial or a tragedy.
Yep.
Right. And also tourism.
I got tourism too. It totally counts.
Is there anything else that I'm missing, Sandra?
Let me go down my extensive list.
Love.
So
emotions.
I put that as to avoid loneliness. Some holidays are meant to bring you together, depending on how separated your culture is and how harsh the environment is. Like, I feel like one of the Scandinavian countries has like dances meant to bring people together who would be apart the whole winter, things like that. So those are considered holidays.
Isn't that like the goal of like most school dances as well? It's like
yes, it is.
Like just doing something together,
Yep,
Nobody wants to be there except for the people that I didn't hang out with back in high school. They really wanted to be there. I'm going to be the prom king. It's like, okay, I'm going to be, smuggling in four-sideds and like rolling characters while my poor date has like run off with her friends.
Oh, we were such nerds. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let's see. I kind of like tweak the seasons thing a bit more to I also I did break these out a bit, so I also had appease forces of nature beyond that, or just any like supernatural event that we couldn't explain, right? And there's a couple of these like
basically everything in existence.
Kinda, yeah. We can give meaning to anything is really the point.
Has a reason to celebrate, yeah.
Yeah.
And final one is when you have like large displaced groups of people commemorating those like, pilgrimages, the returns, the exoduses and things like that from
holidays.
Exactly. You got it. But otherwise I think we got it. Oh, and I had a very, capitalistic cynicism of to drum up business.
Yeah.
We definitely have business
tourism
holidays.
and money.
That's pretty much most Western holidays that have made it to Japan.
Sadly,
Christmas and Halloween.
Yes.
It's just like, look at it, cha-ching!
Yep. One after another until Mariah Carey comes out of stasis.
Say what you will about Mariah Carey, those opening chords are pretty remarkable and catching in a sense. But once the singing
I worked in a mall for a year. Ugh, no, I'm dead to it now. Retail people cannot appreciate that anymore. Dead to it.
Eric and I, when we worked for a place called Bookbusters Warehouse
Bookbusters. Pour one out for Bookbusters.
Pour one out for Bookbusters, and they'd sell books by the slate kind of thing. They just come in, they just be like, it was like a warehouse full of books. Yeah.
Yep.
And we just ran the place, and we ran it into the ground. Probably. No. Actually, there was a manager who was like, just taking for the till and stuff like that. But anyway,
such a great story.
Yeah, that's another story for another day. But we'd answer the phone, Book Blunder's Warehouse and Bookbusters Whorehouse and stuff like that. But we just like, yeah. Truth.
Yep.
But one time we, those booklets that for children's books where we like, the cow says and you push like moo, and then like the horse says nay. So there was like a broken version of one of those that like Eric rigged up to like a battery and a copper wire to like so that it would constantly replay like the horse neighing sound, and then we like kind of like put it hidden somewhere in like the manager's office, like just muffled it enough so that it would just like neigh, like over on a loop.
It was demonic.
It was brilliant. Like by the end of the day though, like it had run out of battery, and like so like it was just like
some sort of demonic entity in the ceiling.
Yeah, the boss crazy. Morris was coming out. He's like, "Do you guys hear this, or am I going crazy?" And he just came out like,
"Nope,
you're going crazy.
We don't know what we're talking about." Yeah. Oh, I was a complete anarchist at this place. We had to wear flare on our vests.
It was the era of flare.
It was the era of flare, and so like I put like wind chimes to hang off my like.
I did not know that. I did not know that.
We had like one of those like doggy squeaky toys that would like squeak, you know, like that with that particular doggy squeaky sound.
Yeah.
And I put like one of them in my shoe, so that every time my right foot would hit, it was like squeak, squeak, squeak.
Oh God.
Because he's like, okay, no more flare, no more flare. I was like, sweet, thank you very much.
You were doing everyone a service.
This is also why Jay lives in Japan now.
He's no longer welcome
over there.
I had to flee the country. Yeah. Oh my goodness! All right, a holiday for malicious compliance. Let's bring it in there. or I like to call it Tuesday.
That sounds like a good book title. Holiday for malicious compliance.
Yeah, and other unique holidays by the 3RPG podcast crew. Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, that's what holidays are. We just take a little time and just meander, just enjoy the day, enjoy the topic.
Yes. Do
you have a favorite holiday? Like, okay, there's also different kinds of holidays, right? Because there's public holidays and there's observance holidays and also time period holidays, right? Like Halloween is an observed holiday, right? Observance holiday, right? So
I like a day, like I like a Monday when normally I have to work and then I don't have to work there anymore. Like that's like sweet 3-day weekend.
There's a lot of those in Japan.
Oh, I love it. Oh, that's my favorite.
They're the weirdest. They're like Mountain Day or Green Day or Ocean Day.
Free day. That's all I see it as, and I'm like, yes, I can catch up on some gaming that's like been piling up or reading or whatever. So no, how about you guys? Do you observe? I just feel weird saying it even.
See, I like the community ones, like where you have the opportunity to come together, have a beer, have a pretzel, do Oktoberfest, just party, just have good.
Please some easy cheese on that bad boy.
Put them. Oh my God, yes, just cheese all over that. Yeah.
Get some mini hot dogs.
You can get a little holster for it. And
yeah,
just whip that out for your friends.
Raw hot dogs.
Raw mini hot dog. The pigs in a blanket.
But no, like a lot of the harvest festivals are really kind of fun like that. So, anything where it's just like, even go to like the farmer places and having like the apples and the all, the whole spread. Things like that are just the really wholesome, feel good. Like, no, we're things aren't so bad. we're okay going into winter kind of thing. I'd definitely say those are my favorite.
Oh, in terms of just holidays in general, observance, it's got to be Halloween. I just love Halloween in every aspect.
Mm-hmm.
And also just like it brings out something out of people.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Yeah. I agree. I think, to be honest, one of my favorite holidays when I first came to Japan was I was a assistant language teacher in Nagasaki Prefecture, and Nagasaki has this Kunchi festival, which is sort of fall harvest festival in a sense, and all these local people would just keep their front porch light on, and you just like kind of go over to their house and you just like walk in to their house, and then they have these big spreads out with oshizushi and all this kind of stuff, and you just sit down and they serve you drinks and foods, and people would gather for these parties, and then you'd move on to the next house and stuff like that.
You don't need a rap battle in order to get inside.
Yeah, I was like, do you look like a horse?
It was awesome, and everyone would, and then like at certain points, and the people would gather around the local shrine, and then they have like the sumo. I did sumo and all this kind of stuff and everything like that. It was really fun.
Does that still exist to this day?
Yeah, I'm sure it exists. It's definitely in the countryside. I think it exists to some degree in the city too, but like I wonder how much people are. I don't live in Nagasaki anymore. How people are more likely to like just let people into your like apartment in the city.
Especially with all these like foreign clout chasers all around now.
Right. Okay, but what are we doing here? Well, I mean, we're talking about holidays because, like, hopefully, people who are tuning in that listen to this podcast are now saying, like, okay, maybe they're starting to think about holidays a little bit more and start wondering, like, okay, wait, has there been a holiday in my game? Has there been a situation where characters have rolled into a tavern, in a foreign land where, the city was undergoing or in the midst of some sort of holiday festival celebration that then they kind of like that was part of the under which some nefarious plot was undergoing. I'm sure that's been oft used. But we wanted to dig into holidays because we wanted to then explore, okay, how can we make these holidays interesting in your games? But maybe we may have to save that for the second half. Otherwise, this episode might go a little bit long, and I'll be editing for ages. Edit that out.
It's an editing holiday.
No, keep that in.
Yeah, keep it in. Keep it in. We shall see.
Let them see
okay.
how the sausage is made.
Let them see how the sausage is, the cold sausage is made.
You know what's good with sausage?
Easy cheese. Say it with me. All right. Well, let's take a quick break, and then we come back. Let's talk about how we can take the holidays that we've just sort of like broke down and analyzed, and then sort of make them more fantasy oriented. Sounds good?
Yay!
Yay!
This episode of the ttrpg podcast is brought to you by.
Every year, thousands of rats and mice are caught and made into rat pies in a barbaric ritual known as Ratfest. The Druids of Muddenfeld need your support. A small donation of 3 gold pieces can help assemble, recruit, and organize like-minded druids from foreign territories and make a difference for poor vermin like little QWERTY. Can I get a minor image up? Thank you. Little QWERTY lost both her mother, Luikti, and her father, Hanakta, in the last year's massacre. Without aid, she will most likely fall prey to this year's atrocious event. Every gold piece combats the vermin murder, and even a single donation can help us out. A donation of 100 gold, we will send you this Rat Savior tunic via pigeon mail. So please help out this year and prevent more rats and mice from being killed. This message is brought to you by the Druids of Muddenfeld.
All right then, Gov. Oh, send us a few shillings our way. All right. We street rats go working for Muddenfeld. Could really use a few toppings. All right, Governor.
Like toppings, like pepperoni?
No fucking toppings. I'll be your ears. Whoa, QWERTY, chill out.
Maybe sausage.
I'll fucking stick you, mate. I got fucking shit right here. I've been living down the fucking gutter. And you can't even fucking afford 2 pence.
Oh, why do you live in the gutter? That's a weird place to live.
Yes, help poor little QWERTY this year.
Stab. Take, yoink. Coin purse.
Yes, that's how I imagine this ad read.
This charity's going tits up.
That's how I like them.
Oh my gosh. All 8 of them.
8?
Like little rat nips.
Like rats, little rat nips.
Yeah.
Rat nips. Served better warm, cold, and with easy cheese.
That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Get a whole bowl of rat nips.
We can't name this episode Rat Nips, can we? Would that be problematic?
Rat nips and easy cheese.
Oh my god, we are so gonna get a strike if we do that.
We'll see.
Oh my god.
And that's why I do these ads.
All right. Well, let us transition slowly back.
I'm dead. Just dead.
Let us transition. Oh, I just got dizzy. Let's transition back into our topic of holidays. So the first thing that I looked into, I actually went like the route of festivals. Actually, they're almost kind of difficult to kind of decouple in a weird way. And I went down like the ways of like the tomato throwing festival and the orange throwing festival, or like the baby jumping festival and the kind of the ice hair sculpting festival, and all these like wacky like underwater music instrument playing festivals and stuff like that. that
I
watch on
didn't know that
YouTube. Like jazz music festivals and stuff like that. It's like that's it. Take something like a unique characteristic of a kind of group or like a set of monsters in your world. Okay, all the orcs in this region, pierce their ears. Yeah, jazz goblins.
That's our new band name.
Yeah.
And that could also be an appropriate title for this episode.
Dude, I'd totally go see this.
Salt peanuts. Salt peanuts. Salt peanuts.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I want to see this so bad now.
Does that give you memories of band camp, by the way?
So much. Oh my god.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no, but like if they like these. Oh god. Okay, sorry. This is gonna be a tangent-full episode. We're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're sorry.
Shoot,
go. It's already
not.
explicit, so I'm going there.
Yeah.
Again, this is Eric. The memories of Eric hang large over this episode. not the most flattering ones, I'm afraid. But so me and Eric were part of the drum line in high school band back in the day, and the band instructor had us playing I had the band playing Ein klein Nacht music by Mozart, and this is an early Mozart piece which had like no drum part for us basically, so it was just like during that time during the music class we just sit around and jerk off or whatever.
Whoa, wait.
No, but the reason I'm saying that is because like whenever they would play Ein klein Nacht music, me and Eric would do the hand gestures.
So disrespectful. Can also verify this did happen.
This blooch.
Right down to you getting caught.
And then Mr. McGuire, whatever, like the band director, like one day, like he's like
Mr. Marshall.
Mr. Marshall, sorry.
Mr. Marshall.
He just looked up once and like saw us doing it, and we were doing like dueling banjos, and he just deflated. He was just like, "Oh man, like come on, like you."
You disrespected the music. You can't do that. You can't do
went
that.
on to like go study classical music a few years later, 4 years later. But like at the same time, we would just like threw Mozart under the bus there. It was just so disrespectful.
You must atone for Mozart.
Oh, he just was so like he didn't even like get angry at us. He just got so disappointed.
You like ceased to exist. I think he just had to block that one out. Poor
see the
guy.
sadness in his eyes.
God, okay. Holidays, yeah. So yeah. Anyway, I was talking about orcs and earrings, or like nose rings or something like that. But there could be like a festival based around like a coming of age ceremony when they get that piercing or something like that. That becomes like part of like that associated with their first kill, or that you've spent a night out in the wilderness alone or something like that. Then you get like then every one of these they're almost like Boy Scout badges or something like that. You get one for every doing one of these things as you kind of grow to like adulthood or something like that. And then the adult orcs that have like a full ear of these pins or whatever like represent different achievements or something like that, right? Which could be like, and there's like the whole festival of giving these out in a relatively painful or painless process depending on how brutal your world is or something like that, which could be an interesting idea. And
those that have disgraced the tribe, they get them pulled out.
Over the
No.
Wow. Wow.
No, sorry. Those that have disgraced. Those that have disgraced it are off. What were you
yanked out. All right.
Go on then. What else you got?
I came up with one called Elixir. So the clerics of Heronsiri of the Pristine Ardor, they will spend 5 days, and they will come to a town and cure all diseases, all sicknesses, and all curses in town, sent to the town by the king. So during that time, you can line up and then just be cleansed of all your everything that ails you, pretty much. But there are some towns that aren't getting it recently.
How is this cleansing enacted in the town?
Well, they're clerics.
You all line up, and the king has their way with you, and then everyone comes out like, "Oh, I just feel so relaxed," and all my.
Are you repressed or something?
I'm like,
Chris, can we have one of these clerics help Jay? Is it possible? Whatever curse or
I didn't even bring any sexual innuendo into that.
Oh no.
The king can get 2 villagers at a time.
We've had a theme. We've had a theme going.
I'm curing you. Wow. There's no way we can air this episode. There's no way. Is it possible? I don't know. Sexually explicit?
I don't know if the editing gods can bless this one.
Or is this like our most hilarious episode?
This might have to be a Patreon only.
Oh, maybe.
Get the kings. I'm curing you. I'm curing you. Long live the king!
Wow. The real question is, how many people play a campaign where this is useful?
Oh god, they must exist. Holy shit! Yeah, I do think I'll have to put like an extended version of this episode on Patreon or something for like explicit content or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy shit!
It is really damn funny.
It's funny as hell, but it's getting this will be demonetized. Whatever. We're not making any money anyway. What's one episode?
Pay us to go away.
Seriously. Oh, fuck.
Okay, well, now I'm gonna. The last part of this that I had was it's doing well with us is that it's the king spreading diseases.
What?
So this
the king is spreading diseases.
Yes.
That he's the one that
So he's intentionally getting his people sick so that they have to.
So he's that's why he's delegated to handwork only.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow.
And we don't even want to start talking about the queen. Holy woo. Oh fuck. Okay, start over. Give me some clean content. Don't start over.
He's just abusing you, Chris. He's abusing you.
Oh my god. Fuck.
Oh.
Sandra? Quick,
you dare?
Save us.
Oh my god. All right. Yeah, I have a pretty fun one that could be like a bit of a murder mystery in a fantasy world. So it's a good setup for a lot of different types of narratives. Just picked October 19th as a fun, especially if you're doing harvesty kind of feel, but you didn't want to do Halloween. So every October 19th, someone goes missing in the town of Center. Some believe it's bandits, others tell stories of wild animals. But the thing is, no bodies are ever found. Sometimes it's a woman caught outside the walls when darkness falls, or a farmer who stayed too long in his fields, or even a child who was dared into leaving their home by friends. After a traveling priest appears with the story of a sinister devil that once reigned over this land, it is decided that the town will hold a carnival in its honor every year on October 19th, which does end the cycle of abductions for whole generations.
Oh.
Long enough that everyone believes it's now just a story. Then, Mayor Gilbert cuts costs and his own daughter goes missing when they don't hold the festival that year.
Ooh. No, I like that a lot.
Very nice. Very cool. Yeah. I'm inclined to sort of doing the, even though he's, as whatever your feelings are towards him as a writer, like the kind of the Dan Brown idea that, actually the Last Supper, Mary Magdalene is in the Last Supper and all this kind of stuff. You do things where, you take like in world holiday that people celebrate. Okay, this is the King's Day, or this is the, the head of the god of the seas holiday or something like that. But actually there's a set of worshippers that are worshiping something completely different under the guise of worshiping the sea god or something like that.
Yep.
Like out in during the persecutions of the Christians during the Sengoku Jidai, the closed kind of country period. Then there were persecutions, and they were brutally murdered and all this kind of stuff. And a lot of kind of Christians found themselves up on the islands where they would have these kind of statues of like the Buddha. And the way, like, if you looked at them in a certain way, or you could like interpret them as being like the Mother Mary kind of holding the baby Jesus and all that kind of stuff. And there's all these ways to like kind of hide Christianity and all that kind of stuff. So in a way, I think that could be fun layer to a festival.
Like Magic Eye Jesus.
Yeah,
you just have to look a little this, little that, cross your eyes. Like, there you are. There's my deity.
Magic Eye Jesus. Nice.
Imagine if someone did that though, with a pattern, like a tapestry or something like that, and if you just look at it the right way,
Magic Eye
Jesus
stained
pops
glass
out.
windows.
That's neat. I really like that.
Yeah, so like
idea.
having a characters go in, they see a festival, everything seems like above board, and then they start realizing, oh no, there's like a group of people that they want this celebration because like the joy that it generates, whatever, helps to kind of fuel some more nefarious magical device that they sect, because they're sort of like almost. It's like civilization when like you're doing like the religious victory, and like you come in, you're just like, okay, that village is now this. Now they're like your weirdly named religion, whatever it may be. And so like, and that could be the whole plot of a story. You've got like this kind of civilization that follows a god, but there's this other sect that's coming in and like kind of almost just tainting it a little, like the cultural well, as it were, via their nefarious magic by praying to a different god under the guise of another god. I think I've made the point.
Yep. Wonderful.
Chris, you got any other ideas? How might listeners take festivals and spin them a little bit?
Well, another festival that I've actually used in a campaign was, and I've mentioned it a couple times before, was the Twinkling Maiden festival. So think of like Burning Man with all the music, the art, the prayer, and like drugs, all the drugs that one can handle.
Yeah.
But like coupled into like a 6-day ritual where on the 6th day a portal opens up in the sky, and the Twinkling Maiden, a celestial.
That's probably because of all the drugs.
Well, that's part of the whole thing, though, right? Think of like there's like music festivals right beside the druggy area as well, so.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, it's all kind of like intertwined with like the real Burning Man, the real Burning Man experience, right? But
yeah,
it's like,
I mean, that's a perfect idea for an in-game fantasy festival. But like literally, there's like a sacrifice at the end or something like that, like the Wicker Man Burning Man festival, right?
So yeah, like this one, there's like the Twinkling Maiden, which is like a celestial being, gets a portal opens up and exchanges all offerings, like anything that you offer, she'll judge whether or not she wants to accept it. So the concept was that like she's taking pieces of our world, whatever she finds interesting,
Nice.
and then offering like life longevity and smarts and strength, and that like giving her powers to you, but she's collecting things, including every year one person is chosen, and they can decide to come with or to stay, right?
Yeah.
And those people never come back, so we don't know what happens.
We're going places.
Right. Well, you could throw on a little bit of a Cthulhu Yellow King stank to this, where it's sort of like what she's doing with all these offerings is kind of like making this other, a mirror reality with all the things, and so assembling them, but like assembling them in not the way that they're used in the real world. And all these people that are spirited away come to inhabit this new world that she's assembling, but that's just horror fuel, right? Once you're in there, you're in there. You know what I mean? And like once she's sort of got enough things, then that other world will come to like displace the real world, and so now you've got a kind of Cthulhu element to the whole thing.
So I purposely left it vague where I didn't decide what happens to those people, right? Because that's something that you can easily decide later. And
Sure.
Well, that's a crazy idea, though.
That's a great rule of thumb for GMs in general, right? It's like, okay, if you have an idea for a secret or a reveal, well, just hang on to it for a little bit, or maybe you don't even know what the reveal is, and then like that what that reveal is will come. It will arise through the gameplay, and you realize, it's that. That's what it is now, right? And this is a good rule for thumb. Yeah, awesome. We did talk about food in a previous episode and all the kind of stuff that goes along with that. So let's kind of skip away from that. I like this idea of, and I just had a brain fart.
Boom!
Shit.
This idea of
You had a brain shart.
No, yeah. I just brain shart my pants. There's an episode name as well.
Oh my god.
Shoot. Like reimagining the idea of the birthday. Right. Okay. So like and how can we do this? I'm almost just like throwing this out to the group to see what we could come up with here. It's like, okay, so like now it's just like, okay, you've lived a year, you know, or rather you existed on this celestial orb through one full rotation, and therefore we celebrate you with cake that's partially on fire. You know,
That's a good tradition.
battle. You need to fight for every year of your life to harden you as a warrior.
My God, you're totally reminding me of
Ducklings.
when I had a lot of nephews in one shot, right? They were like all relatively around the same age, and we were the most irresponsible like fathers and aunts. We just let them duke it out one day in the living room. Like they were just wrestling, right? And oh my God, the mothers were so angry at us. But like, yeah, you are now 3 years old. Fight
for our amusement.
I think that's what we were doing by accident.
I mean, like hobo fights. That was a TV show. I'd watch children fights.
So it's like every year you're paired against another kid of that same age, and they have to fight to see who's the winner.
We are particularly degenerate this time. Like we're just gonna watch the viewer count. Does the subscriber count just tank?
Yeah.
Or the opposite.
The opposite. Like what is going on with these guys? Well, now we got to meet this threshold every week. Are you kidding me? Okay. No, I remember what I wanted to talk about.
Unfarted.
So the Whirling Dervish.
Okay.
These people are amazing. It's wild to me, right? Have you ever seen one?
No, I have not.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, give Chris a description though.
Yeah, why don't you jump in?
No, you. This is you.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, so I believe it comes out of Turkey. Fact check, whatever. Link in the show notes or something like that. I'm just going off.
We're just
riffing here. And it's a type of dance where it's essentially just sort of spinning around. But by saying just, I'm kind of like not doing its justice in a weird way, right? But in a way, like they managed to sort of work themselves up into this almost like natural, like what's the word I'm looking for?
It's a spiritual enlightenment.
It's for enlightenment or whatever.
It's a very spiritual. It's a very
a spiritual.
Kind of thing,
a very spiritual thing. Yeah, it's like this kind of Zen thing, and like because it's beautiful to watch. And I love to somehow incorporate that into like a culture's festival. I'm sure there's even one that that exists around it, which if we were a more academic podcast, we'd do our due diligence and figure that out. But
I know that there's definitely practice in Turkey, so you're right there. I'm trying to think of how widespread it is, because I think it is Islamic. It's a sect of Islamic, but that's where my knowledge is going to fall apart without being like doing more research.
Listen, help us out in the show notes. That'd be awesome. Let us know. Let us Rubes know what the hell's going on here.
Yeah, I would not want to go much farther past that with knowledge and risk.
Right, but like coming up with some, we're being respectful. It's just something that I think is awesome, and like sometimes you just this is what attracts you to another culture, another thing, a food, whatever it is in the first place. And like I guess what I'm getting at in the end is saying like having some sort of unique dance that can then relate to your in-game worlds, like religion, your polis, ideas of how to determine the king, even who the hell knows. And then that could be really kind of, you could center a whole festival just on the dance itself.
That would be amazing. Just the thought of how visual and physical and everything you can make that narrative is just that would just be absolutely gorgeous.
If you've never seen a movie called The Fall, I believe Tarsem Singh is the director, right? There's a few shots of dervishes in the scene, and it's got this really beautiful kind of art aesthetic and stuff like that. And yeah, some might criticize it for just being like a collection of shots of like World Heritage places like that, but it just works as like a love letter to storytelling.
Unique. In fact, there's a long form Lady Gaga video. God, I can't think of the song. It's like 911 or something like that. But it literally adopts the same style as that movie. So, some people might be familiar with one over the other. But oh my God, just that art style would be a whole festival in and of itself in a way. That's a really good idea.
I see all this have a foot in the whole Zorohai tradition. And so.
Yeah. That is where my mind was going.
Right, of course. All right. Well, we may be going long here. So, any guys have any final comments, statements, suggestions, ideas to end our show about holidays?
I do have one last holiday that could be just a fun way of exploring your area. I feel like some of the things that I've heard from other DMs is that they're kind of sad that they've made such a lush, extensive world, but they don't have a reason necessarily to draw their players to these smaller little outposts. These
Easter egg hunt.
Yeah. So this is a great way to go, I really want to highlight those two like neighboring towns with something.
Okay.
So here you go. Due to a washed out bridge last year, trade shifted to a northern pass. Though the bridge was repaired in the spring, either word has not reached the merchants, or the northern city of Varnai has managed to capitalize on the misfortune of Zinnis, and intends to keep the trade route for themselves. How do you lure back the caravans before Zinnis shrivels and dies? So this could be something that you post to your party to try to help out the town of Zinnis. Maybe somebody's from there, but that town is definitely just going to be a ghost town in a couple years if they can't get trade to come back. So one great idea that I've had for that is to create a festival to the traders, and basically just send criers saying that it is now a luck festival. So if you're down on your luck, come to Zenith, come to the festival. There's gonna be food, dancing, all of the things you'd want to make it a tourist area, and even have a lottery, like things like, if everybody who passes by and comes to the festival, one lucky person's going to get this mega prize, things like that.
$1 million gold.
Yeah. Just reasons to lure all that trade back to that town. And you can just this can set up a longer narrative too, because oh no, they've stolen our trade back. We got to steal it back. And then what kind of festival is the other town now going to have to step up? So this kind of back and forth fight could be years long. It could, it could really enrich that area and just be a fun thing to play with.
Well, I do like this idea of then saying start with that. And then now extend the history 100 years and say these two cities are still doing this thing where every year they meet in the middle of the two cities and have this weird sort of simulated dance battle or whatever. Yeah, to see who that year who's the better city or something like that, right? And then they lord it over everyone for the rest of the year, or which bridge is open for trade for the rest of the year or something like that. Which of the two bridges, right?
I love the idea of maybe while you're planning your festival, someone is a mole for the other town, right? And they're trying to screw everything up.
All the skullduggery and political subterfuge that you can put into this is okay, well, everyone's planning for this. Everyone's a shoe in for
But where are the clowns?
But where are the clowns? Here they go! Oh, no!
It could literally bankrupt these two towns trying to not go bankrupt.
Yeah. Well, considering all the topics that we brought up today, we're sure that we will be bankrupt, as this episode was short
Morally
to be,
and otherwise.
Morally and
It's gonna
otherwise.
be 3 minutes long.
3 minutes long in the edit. But, we had a little discussion about holidays. I feel like we've only scratched the surface here, and this is definitely a topic that we should revisit again to get back into the weeds, because there's so many branching ways that we can talk about this, and just, we even put a sci-fi spin on it, which we didn't even talk about, or a horror spin on it, which you didn't talk about. There's so many genre elements that we could say, okay, just do a whole episode on like horror festivals or science fiction festivals or whatever. But I suppose for now,
Brain
thanks for
fart.
listening.
Oh, I thought you had some sort of like fest-related pun joke or something at the end of it.
And nothing.
And I got nothing. Yeah, and it's coal in your stocking. Oh my goodness. All right, guys. Well, see you all next week. So remember to, give us a like, give us a subscribe. It really helps out. And put a comment down below about the
smash that doobly-doo.
Smash that doobly-doo. And tell us the festivals that you made up for your campaign,
Please.
so that we might be able to yoink it over to ours. You know what I'm saying? A little
I
something,
know, this
something.
is all a free exchange of ideas.
Free
Keep it
cheese,
fresh.
easy cheese ideas. Keep it fresh like easy cheese.
Oh my god, we need an easy cheese festival. Can we do that?
Do we really need one?
I think we do. I think we need an easy cheese festival.
Oh, Jay's left the podcast. Oh, that Jay-House has left the fucking podcast. Okay, Jesus.
QWERTY, what are you doing here?
Yeah, trying out a new character. Oh, I just got stopped off the old
The old what?
eggs and bakey.
The old eggs and bakey festival?
Wakey, eggs and bakey.
Wakey, eggs and bakey. Oh, yeah.
Don't know what that is.
Governor.
There's no, I can't even.
Yeah.
Have fun.
We just need to cut it right off here, right here.
Ciao. Cut it off.
The 3RPG podcast is produced and performed by Sandra, Chris Takasaki, and Jay Underwood. Music and audio editing, mix, and master is done by Jay Underwood, art by Chris Takasaki. If you'd like to be a guest on the show or have any questions, please email us at 3rpgpodcast@gmail.com. If you would like to support the 3RPG podcast, please visit our Patreon or visit our website at www.3rpg.com. That is THREERPG.com.